Another windy day. This is the Sunday before Memorial Day, and we are going to bump into a bunch of people today. I've already driven through the park just to see how busy it is, and oddly enough, I'm the only one here, but that's because most everybody else, I better watch traffic here, pay attention. Most everybody else is up at the beach area. We're going to come back this way. Let's go this way just to get off the main road because there's traffic coming all day long in and out of here. So we're going to do the trail all the way around this lake right here in front of us. I was over here the other day and I wanted to put in some miles and ended up shorting myself. Only a mile from what I wanted to do. I did 4 instead of 5, but I was actually hoping to do more like 6 or 7. So I'm going to make up for it today. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon, so we should be okay to get in a bunch of miles today. I don't know if you've seen my last video. I was actually going the other way on this trail right here. I'm going to make an adjustment on my pole here. Let me go over here. This one seems to be just a little too noisy. So you get to look at the lake and feel the breeze for a minute. I don't like all that rattle noise. I'm going to tighten her up. I don't mean to put that in your view, but there we go. Alright, let's move on. See if I can get through this day without getting any ticks on me. So far, the ticks have won. Every time I've gone out so far this year, I've had ticks on me. Some days more than others, but it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 5. They have won every time I've gone out. So this time, I sprayed my feet with some heavy DEET. I put 40% DEET on my feet. And sprayed my socks. Let them dry a little bit, then put them on. Because I'm in shorts, so I couldn't spray the cuffs of my pants. I want to see if that makes a difference. So far it's just windy enough to keep the mosquitoes and stuff off of me. But I do have the thermocell clipped on me. If that changes. Not much point in talking right now because the wind is just going to block me, so I'm just going to let you enjoy the view. Tough fishing out there today. And mayflies are crazy. They're flying all around. But they're not near as annoying as mosquitoes and gnats and ticks. They just fly around you. They land on you, but they don't bite, as far as I know. On this trail, you gotta watch out for the goose poop. Goose hang out on this. There's going to be a few people here. figured I'd be nice and not put any of the beach people on the video. Head right over to the trail. Hi. Just trying to avoid all the people here, so they don't get all freaked out. Okay, well, we'll take a look, but let's see. Yeah, we're right here on Molly Stark at the head of it, at the north end of Molly Stark. We're gonna go all the way around this and maybe even come down and do the bike trail and come over to here and come back up. Maybe, we'll see. Because it is 82 degrees outside and windy, so that's hot and dry. I've seen more people already today than I have most of the year. Crazy. I don't know if you remember the other day, the last video, that's where we parked. And we made a big loop. I knew I wouldn't be able to get in there today. That's okay. That really wasn't my intentions. There's no way to avoid people today other than walking fast. Let's see. I'm trying to think of which way. Do I want to cross the bridge now and go around, or no? Let's do all the sun right now, and then we'll come back on the other side of the lake. I was going to turn right up here and go around the lake now and then come back on this, but the sun sets on this side. It sets over there. So we'll go through the woods on the hottest part of the day, which isn't going to be much different than now. I was thinking maybe we'll go down there, cross the bridge, and go around the lake, but we'll come back that way. That's what we'll do. That way we can avoid most of the people toward the end of the hike and just blow right through them all right now. Because that oak woodlot that you see is the campground. Hi. I will slow the pace a little bit once I get up out of the sun, but whew. We're heading to that big old white sign. Then we'll take the trail that goes right along the lake there. It goes up on that ridge. That avoids most of the people in the campground. Both these trails go to the same place, basically. Just avoids the, well, actually this goes right through, kind of comes up and goes into the campground, where this avoids the campground and stays, which is why we're going this way. This avoids the walking through the middle of the campground, where that one, other trail, just goes right through the middle of it, and you can end up walking right through people's campsites. The plan is to go all the way around this lake right here, but you know, once we get to the other end, that may change because it's nice and shady up there. But that's our plan. May even jump in it. 82 degrees right now. Feels better already. Slow it down a little bit. Let's enjoy the breeze and nice view. I'm not sure I've ever hiked this trail this direction, oddly enough. There's some people fishing right there, right on the other side of them trees. I'd be too tempted to jump in. It is really, really warm today. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it out here. I was doing yard work this morning, and I wanted to hurry up and get it done before it did get too hot, so I could get out if I decided to. But too late for too hot. Ooh. You might not be able to see it, but if you look through the trees, you can see a few tents poked up. Right through here, there's a few. Got a bunch of rain coming next week. I don't know how much that's going to cut into my time out hiking. It drops off quite a bit. Yeah, we'll be way over there eventually. Or I should say maybe. Like I said, could change my mind once I get way up the other side. Oh, yeah, there's actually more tents in here than I expected. That's good. Here comes some people. Hello. Hi. Jeez, quite the gathering of canoes and boats down there. I don't know if you can see those. I didn't want to poke around too much there. There's people right behind me. Yeah, there's quite a few tents in here. That's good. I expected it though, being Memorial Day weekend. The Sunday before Memorial Day. I'm willing to bet that there's fire restrictions in the campground right now. Because the whole state of Minnesota is under a warning, especially with this high wind. But it's a very, very dry out. Okay, we're pretty much through the campground. I just wanted to bolt through it just so I wouldn't annoy people. People have a weird reaction to cameras, as you can see as we were passing people. This will be pretty much the end of the shade for a little bit. We're going up that way, but we'll take a walk down here. I do have my fishing stuff with me. I gotta do the miles first. And we go right. Hi. Hi, puppy. Puppy didn't want no part of me. That's unusual. Usually dogs are all about climbing all over me. Well trained. How you doing? Hi. Up here a little ways. I'm going to say all this now because it's going to be congested with people here real quick. But up here a little ways, this is all changed from the way it used to be. Right even up to last year. When I drove through the park. Before I started hiking earlier, I noticed that they got all kinds of different parking areas, and it almost looks like a different trailhead. But they're doing construction. I'll show you that when we get there. So they may have just moved the trailhead over for this year until they finish whatever they're doing. I don't know. Well, you can start to see there's a bunch of vehicles right here. So they just made up this parking lot. And right here you can rent bikes. That little building right over, oops. That little building right over there. It's kind of an office, a little makeshift office. And you go in there and pay her, I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming all this. But that's where all the bikes and things like that are stacked anyway. So I'm assuming that's where you pay to rent the bike and stuff. But this comes out over there closer to it, so you get a better view. But all those cars now in the field usually park. You can kind of see the building, that red building over there. The trailhead used to be right there. It used to be able to park over next to that. But they're doing construction over there, and I'm sure all those guys are gone for the weekend. Well, actually, they probably won't be around again until the middle of next week, being Memorial Day. never understood why they didn't keep the trail coming right along the edge of the lake. But they must have their reasons. There must be plants in there or something they don't want to disturb. This used to be a lot thicker with pines 2 years ago. It used to be closer to this trail and further out. Like 3 times as wide of a strip as that is. Used to be a great place to see deer in the evenings. They just browse around through here. Yeah, now you can see how they got them all parking in that field there. I'll take a walk around up there. Since there's so many people here today. Right here, I'm stopping here because there's a trail that comes down from up there. I might go up there, but right here is where all the canoes get stacked up and paddle boards and that kind of thing. So if you come and pay and rent one from up here where we're going to go right now, you come down here and you pick it up, you go up out to the lake. I'm not going to do much talking when I get up here just because it's kind of embarrassing, I guess. Every person says it that films, but yeah, you can see how they got it all cleared out for people to park. And you can see the construction going on over there. That's where we used to be able to park. That used to be the trailhead. So they turned this into the trailhead. I almost parked here, but I don't like the van being out in the bright sunshine all day. I like to get it into the shade as much as possible. I think these people are going to come take their pictures in the big Adirondack.
I think it was like 7, 8 cents.
Yeah. Hi. Well, now you can see it. This is where you rent your bikes and actually have vehicles for multi-people to sit in. It's like a little cart, go-kart, pedal cart. Let's see if I can find one. pretty decent bikes as far as rentals go. But yeah, I've actually rented one before. Cool. There's those monkey carts right here. Kind of cool. All right, let's go. Too many people there. Anyway, you can see what's going on over here. The mountain bike trail used to start right here, or the bicycle trail. Here I go again calling a mountain bike trail. I'm not going to cause any problems by walking way in there and being a dork, but yeah, this used to be the trailhead center here. This is where you be able to rent all the bikes and pay for the canoes and stuff like that. But anyway, let's not be annoying. Let's continue on. Okay. Had to show you that because I'm all the way up here and you might want to come do it someday. I don't know the prices. You'll have to call on that because they probably change periodically. Maybe you get different rates for... I don't know. I'm just going to shut up about it because I don't know. But I know it's getting warm. A lot of vehicles in here today. Yeah. This is like walking in beach sand right here. Holy cow. I'm really putting the test on my shoes. I think I'm holding up people here. Yep. I remember saying in the wintertime when I was hiking here, this place is crazy busy in the summer. That's where we just came from and decided to walk up there and show you all that stuff. So we're going to continue on our trail. But this is where it is. They even got these little cool paddle pontoon-y thingies. That I might do someday because that actually looks pretty cool. That'll get your butt in shape. Holy cow. Anyway, some other day when we come here for water sports, we'll really check these out. I don't usually come here with people, so there's not a lot of variation of things that I do. I either come here and go fishing or walk the trails. There's a bunch of people out. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get out of everybody's way. The trail is actually over here, but since they changed the trailhead, you gotta walk on that road for a little while. This is the actual separations, so you can do the stay on the trail and off the road. You can see where it would come down normally from the old trailhead and then come through. So you're out of the road. Ooh. The little guy? You know what? I was almost positive I was going to change my mind when I got up here. And now I am going to change my mind. Let's go this way. I was just looking at that little pup. I want to go to the pet cemetery. This will get us away from the road and a little bit more of the hustle bustle of people. I don't know if you can see down there, but you can see how congested that is. It's nothing but people down there. So we're gonna go and try to avoid most of that. Okay, this is Beaver Pond Interpretive, and we're right here, obviously, a little red dot. We're going to go up here, we're going to go to the dog cemetery, and then we'll go around like that and see where we go from there. No, hold on a second. Be right back.